next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. TUND3 in the building. My guy.
How you doing, bro? How you doing? How you doing?
We had you as a guest on in Miami, right?
Yeah.
The first thing I gotta ask is like, what's up with the face paint and the
All right, so look.
and the contacts that you
All
had?
right, so look.
'Cause I'm sure a
look.
lot of people are like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, bro, they
here?
were going in on me, and a lot of people liked it, and a lot of people were like, yo, what he got going is Halloween, this, and that. Can I cuss on this?
Yeah.
All right, so it's like, what the fuck he got going on? So basically, it's like tribal marks. They're meant to represent tribal marks. So if you like do Google researches for everybody at home, like just go on YouTube, go on Google. It's like basically tribal marks is like to identify yourself within your tribe and your culture in Nigeria.
Ah,
So,
okay.
For example, we can both be from New York, but if I'm from Brooklyn, my scars will go down. If you're from the Bronx, your scars will go up. It also shows your family lineage. So it all makes sense. Like it's meant to identify where you're from
Right.
and who you are
Got
and
you.
who your people are.
Got you.
So yeah,
And American audiences just wouldn't understand. that
yeah.
for it.
So, but it's fine.
What about
I like
the
that.
contacts?
All right. So the context was I just wanted to put context on. That was it.
Okay.
That's just Africans in context because I think that's like the future wave, like more, like what do you call it? Like I don't know if you know this brand called Maloa or something. I don't know if I can name other brands. All right, so it's a brand called Maloa, and I see like what they're doing is more like futuristic. Like basically, I see Africans in context, same way Travis used it as like kind of like his promo for his album.
He did do that. Yep.
You feel me? So I thought about this for over a year. So I feel like that's kind of like a wave forward, like an alt dark person, as in like skin color, skin tone, and et cetera, like that. So that's what I was kind of looking forward to do with that, with the context.
Is that just like a trend right now?
I don't know if it's a trendy yet, but it's catching on.
Okay.
Yeah,
you just
I like it. Yeah,
you
I'm
was early on it though.
Yeah, for sure. But a lot of people liked it. A lot of people thought I was doing it for Halloween because of the time, like the freestyle drop.
Oh, it just happened to
so
drop
they didn't
around
understand.
Halloween.
Yeah, so they thought I was doing
Oh.
it for Halloween. So I was like, damn, bruh. But it's cool. I liked it. So.
But it worked out.
It worked out.
It
It worked
still
out. Yes.
Because I think it's got like what, like 150K views on
Yeah,
Instagram. But with it's interesting that you mentioned like the Travis Scott shit, because now that you mention it, like I do remember for the rollout, and I think actually one of the album covers that I have, like the physical media, it has like somebody who's obviously darker skinned and has like blue contacts.
They're all Africans.
Yeah.
And then like the dude with the holding the money and everything. So
Yep.
So I've
Yeah.
been saw the vision. Like it's just, I try to put it in effect.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
you were born in Nigeria.
No, I was born
you
here.
You were born here. Okay.
But my mom, shout out to my mom, she shipped us over there to Nigeria when I was like 4.
She shipped you
lied,
over?
She lied. She basically said, bro, I'm gonna come back for y'all in like a few months, and I ain't see her till like 12 years later. So yeah, it was down there with our grandma. She couldn't take care of like 3 of us, me and my siblings. So she was like,
Wait, you stayed in Florida or she stayed in Florida?
She stayed in Florida. She said, I'm gonna come back for y'all. I already got y'all ticket to come back. And she never came back till like 12 years later.
Jesus.
And then, yeah.
So wait, so how does that happen? So then you spend 12 years in
Nigeria, yeah.
In Nigeria,
With
wow.
my grandma.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie, it was fun though, cause like I was a kid back then. So basically, I did not see poverty or like I didn't see like the downside or the ruggedness of the area, cause I'm not really understanding.
Yeah.
Everything is fun. I was running around with no shoes on, playing soccer, no shoes on every day, like with my friends from school and everything. So I didn't really understand like being poor or like not having.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
you
it was all
had,
fun.
Because you had a decent life in
Exactly.
Nigeria already. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it was all fun. It was all fun and games until I came back and I grew up. Yeah.
So how old were you when you finally came back to Florida?
So
How did you end up coming back to Florida?
It was I was there from 4 to 12, so 8 years in Nigeria. And then when I came back to Florida, I was living in Ives Dairy, a place called Ives Dairy, Florida.
Okay.
That's in Miami-Dade. Yeah, it's kind of like a non-incorporated area. And it's literally between Broward and Miami-Dade County. So that's where I was living at when I came back. But it was a shock value.
Culture shock too.
Culture shock, yeah, for sure. Even though I was born here, like, basically at 4, that's when you really start remembering.
Yeah.
Honestly, my first memories is, like, coming to Nigeria, my first day in Nigeria, and, like, meeting my grandma, and, like, they took the lights and everything. I was like, what's going on? We was in the dark for, like, 16 hours straight, because in Nigeria, they take the lights. Like, you can have lights for, like, 6 hours of the day, and, like, for the whole week, you're not going to have any light at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard they run off a lot of generators out there too.
A lot
right?
of generators,
Yeah, a few
yeah.
of the artists have told me about that.
Yeah, but that means if you have a generator, that means your family kind of, rich. You got money if your family got a
Okay,
generator.
got
Yeah.
you. So when you came back, like, what was like the biggest, like, what? Let me rephrase this. What was like the biggest thing that you had to assimilate back to, or like what was the hardest thing?
All right, my first like culture shock was like, bro, we were in school. It was just like I came to school and I was walking through the hallway like naive and everything. I'm like, all right, it might be like Nigeria, just go to school, do work, and go home. Bro, the first thing I saw was like two couples making out, and I was like, bro, they let y'all do this outside? It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. But other than that, it's just like how people talk to other people. Like in Nigeria, like sometimes, like everything is just like respecting elders, like values and stuff like that. Like Wayne, like you're being scolded, like somebody screaming at you, you can't look
Type
at them in
shit,
the
yeah.
eyes. Like you gotta look down when like your parents are talking to you, you can't talk back. Like things like that. So it's just the little things I'll notice. Like, damn, they let y'all do this out here. Yes. So it's just little things like that, but nothing like serious though.
Right. Now, was it like in college that you kind of, that's when the music really kind of started for you, right? When you were
Yeah.
in
So
school?
basically, like in school, college, so I had like I was heavy on Chief Keef, even like till now.
I have seen you talk about Chief Keef a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chief
Almighty
Keef.
Soul too, maybe out, hopefully, if you see this.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's getting pushed back.
Hella Chief Keef, a lot of Migos, no labels too.
Okay.
Future for sure, he's my favorite artist. Future, Trav, but it was just a lot of that constantly, bro. I was blasting that shit all day. In college, I had no friends, like, because most of my friends were in community college, and I was the only one who went to like university, and I was staying in the dorm room. I had no like roommates or nothing. It was just, man, loneliness and cup noodles. That's all I would like.
Loneliness and cup
Just music
noodles,
and cup noodles. That's
crazy.
it.
Okay.
Music and cup noodles. Just blasting music all day. They come knock on my door. Can you please turn that down? I'm like, yeah, I got you. Turn that shit right back up. Yeah.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
when you started creating music, was it kind of like Chief Keef type beats that you were going for? Like,
Nah,
what was kind of like, and you know, because like a lot of artists, especially like first generation Americans
Yeah.
from Africa, like what they have expressed to me is like they'll start off trying to like rap, and then they'll merge into some Afro beats or other types of sounds. Like how did your path kind of lean in terms of like when you first started off and like what you decided to choose to make and create?
All right, so basically I based that off of like what you grew up listening to, what you're listening to now,
Yeah.
and what you like the most. So basically, I have like a melting pot in like my mind of like all kinds of music. Cause like going to school young, like 7 a.m., you wake up for like middle school or whatever, right? And you put on VH1 or like, is it MTV2 on one of those? And they're playing like Adam Levine early in the morning. So you're like consuming that. And then next thing you know, you go to school, your friends are like, yo, you heard that new Wayne tape? And like you're consuming that. And then after that, you go somewhere else and it's like you're just getting all this like kind of music. Cause my family's not a music family at all.
Right.
So it's like literally just walks of life that I catch new music and I'm like, I like this. So I've never like boxed myself in. Like when it comes to music, I like what I like. So like you hear like, when you hear me do Afro beats, that shouldn't be a surprise because like WizKid, like I kind of grew up on WizKid.
Right.
Like when you hear me do rap, like or like forward thinking shit, I grew up on Trav, Kanye. So it's like
Yeah.
there's just a lot of, it's like a melting pot, like with everything when it comes to music. So how I decide is like literally my mood that day. Like I have a shout out to Worth a Kilo, that's the name of my producer. Like we literally sit there like, yo, how you feeling? Bro, I think you should do this. Next thing you know, he'll pull up a pop beat. Next thing you know, he'll pull up a rap beat. It's just go on it, go crazy as much as you can. So that also helped me to like broaden my sense of like music, to like understand music, like the creation of it, like the production of it, all of that. So that everything is just helping out. Just like I don't focus myself, I don't put myself in the scope of like, oh, he's just a rapper. Because right now, like I do hella Afro beats, I do pop songs, still do my trap shit and all that. So it's all like in there.
What's your favorite Future song?
Favorite Future song? I can name you a few. Colossal.
Okay.
Colossal. Blow a Bag. Jumping on a Jet. Just Like Brothers.
Okay.
My Savages. Forever Ever.
You're still going.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of Future songs. The whole Monster tape.
Yep, the whole Monster tape.
The
Yeah.
whole Layup with Peacoat.
Okay.
The one with Zaytoven, 1 and 2, Beast Mode. Yeah, too many Future songs. To this day, I still bump every single one. Yeah.
You a real Future fan. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
for sure.
With the music too. So right, I know you've been talking about this for a while because I was watching one of the other interviews you said, but you said Real Africa Baby 2 coming soon.
Mm-hmm. So I have that. So I have 2 tapes coming soon. It's Real Africa Baby and Before the VVS 3. So the Before the VVS 3 is just an installment. Like since I started rapping, that's like an installment I do like every year or every 2 years and just drop like music off of it. So Real Africa Baby 2, I dropped an album like last year or 2 years ago called Real Africa Baby.
Yep, the first one.
Yeah. So it's just like a follow up of that. So basically, a lot of my tapes is just like a selection of music of how I'm feeling within that time frame or that time period of what I'm experiencing within that time period, and just put it on the tape and just rock out like that. So sometimes on my tapes you'll catch rap, an Afrobeat song, or rap, a pop song. So it's not to throw you off. It's just like that's what I like.
Right. Yeah. And so when are we gonna get Real Africa Baby 2?
Real Africa Baby 2 probably mid next year. First you're gonna get Before the VVS 3 though.
Okay.
And then Real Africa Baby 2.
So when we get into Before the VVS 3?
Top of next year for
Top
sure.
of next year,
2024.
So both the tapes are coming out.
Yeah,
in
for sure,
2024. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Like there's no point in holding music. Like, and now that I've been dropping a lot more, it's like I've been seeing like with consistency, I've been seeing like the traction and people fucking with it. So it's like
right,
it's a win-win.
like someone who I saw that followed you, who was actually a friend of mine, and one of like the first Florida artists I interviewed on the show was DKE Author. I saw Author followed you.
I don't know him, but I fuck with him. I fuck with him heavy. Yeah, I never met him, but like only through Instagram and talking through. But for sure, I fuck with him.
I was about to say, have you kind of tried to start weaving your way more into like getting to meet with some of these other Florida artists and trying to make those connections and start getting some work in and shit?
Like I got a gang of homies like in Florida, people I listen to in Florida. Like, all right, so I think he been up here one time. K Charles, my homie K Charles.
Shout out K Charles, man.
Yeah, that's my dog. Like literally, we hang out, we make music together all the time.
I love K Charles,
man. Who else? Major 9.
Major 9, yep.
Not a lot of people. I don't know why. Not a lot of people know who that is. Like outside, I don't know. But I mean, I say that.
It's a heavier Florida. He's definitely a big Florida artist.
But it's like online. If you look at the numbers and the tracks, it's like he should be like the #1 artist out of Dade County. Let me put it that way. We got artists popping out of Dade like 6K Fly. I know him personally. You might know him soon. So like, there's
6K Fly.
Yeah, 6K Fly.
Shout out 6K Fly. Yeah.
So there's like a ton of artists that I know personally too, on a personal level. Like, that I'm rocking with for sure.
Fire, man.
Yeah.
So okay, before we get up out of here, something else I saw. So you working on an anime too?
Yes. So basically, shout out Septo Animations. Yeah. So we.
So you actually are like working on it.
No, dead ass. Like I've been
like
writing.
Okay.
I've been writing a story. Like I have no timeline on it because I don't want to rush myself. Like I'm writing a whole story. Basically, it's gonna be based on like African child soldiers, but I don't know if I'm gonna make like the color of their skin black or anything because I want you to relate to it if you're not from Africa, if you're not, black or anything like that. But basically, it's based on like systematic racism. It's based on like classism. It's based on like just a whole bunch of shit. So if you like shows like Attack on Titan, if you like shows like that, you're gonna love this show. Like for sure. Like I'm really writing a real story, not just to like infuse it with music or nothing. Like I'm really writing a real story. Like no matter if it takes me like 2 or 3 years, I'm gonna get it done though.
That's
for
tough.
Sure. Yeah.
So you already have like an animation company that's gonna work on it too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just me and my dog. He literally sits there, excuse me, and he makes like anime. Like he designs anime and everything, like from the editing and all that. But I have a storyline. I have how I want the characters to look. I have like everything. It's just putting it together. So
fire, man. So so it might come in the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, for sure. I'm an anime head too. So like I be going in on the anime. So I already know what I want to do.
What you been watching recently?
Recently, Jujutsu Kaisen, the second season. Yeah, really. That's all I've been watching really lately.
Not a big anime head, but I started One Piece over the summer. I got like 130
I
episodes in.
I have not started One Piece, and I'm not going to. It's too deep.
I thought I got
it's too deep in, bro.
I got 130 episodes in, and I haven't picked it back up in like a month and a half.
You got like 1,000 left.
I know.
Yeah,
I
bro.
know.
It's way too much. It's way too much.
I even with skipping all the fillers, it's still like it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. And like sometimes you might have to watch the fillers because like the fillers kind of fill in with the story. But it's like, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. But I did all the main ones, everyone, like the Bleaches, the Narutos, the Tokyo Ghouls.
Naruto has a lot of episodes, though.
Yeah, but it's different. The fillers not necessarily like pertain to the story. So you can literally skip the fillers.
Gotcha.
And just watch the main parts.
But Naruto's like what, 800 episodes, something like that?
It might be more because you know they have Naruto and then they have Shippuden.
Oh, yeah,
So that's like
yeah.
another 300
And then
episodes.
Boruto.
Yeah, but I'm not watching that though.
Why you not watching that?
Because that shit's kind of ass, like low key.
Oh, for real?
Like the first few episodes, I was like, yeah, that's not it. But I read it,
But
so you can read the
okay.
manga and like just find out what happens.
So that way you don't have to do all that other shit.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah.
Word. Well, hey, look, man. New projects on the way soon.
Yes.
If you didn't see the Miami performance, go check that out. That's out now by the time y'all see this.
For sure,
Well,
for
it's
sure.
been out, so go check that out.
Yeah.
Before we get up out of here, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff? Now's the time to do it. This camera on the right here.
All right, so yeah, y'all follow me at TribeTunde, TribeTund3 on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. YouTube, go check out my freestyle, go check out the music, all that good stuff. Y'all follow me, y'all rock with me, y'all fuck with me. Before the VVS3 on the way, early next year, top of next year, top of the morning, yeah.
There you go. Well, make sure you go check out everything he has out now. Make sure you go follow him. Make sure you go run it up. Go show him some love. Go show him support. Love is free. Support is free. But Child Brand knew that. Till next time, Tune Day on the radar. We out.
Shout out Tribe MIA.